obviously making good stories. For me, it is always about the stories, and obviously keeping the look. Indian cinema got technically evolved in kind of when it comes to VFX, especially because like people. There's also another stereotype. People are like, "Oh, the VFX, like this is like this guy hits with his fist, and then 12 people fall over." I mean, you have to get over that. Yeah, it's like obviously that's where this mythological aspect comes in. I mean, you have like Singham, for example, who is Lord Krishna, right? In that way, I think it's Krishna, right?
Oh, or was it like in the recent
Or
Singham?
Ram?
It was like, yeah, the Ramayan basically, right? Like Krishna
Exactly. So yeah,
and yeah, Karina was
yeah,
the
he is a representative of a mythological super strong figure. Obviously he has these powers. So you have, but you have to go with it and you have to know about it. And I think for in this case for Singham again, that you could see how they worked it together. I think it made
mm,
a good
yeah.
gave a good idea of what it is. So I was really happy with that kind of way for people that don't know about it, and that's what I'm saying. So people, the Indian cinema needs to keep that idea and their social and cultural aspects alive, and they do that through film, and they do that very well. It's just that they need to produce very good stories that work well for the overlay or the juxtaposition they do with these mythological stories, and that way that the audience catches the fire as well as I did, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
and get hooked by that, and can, by watching multiple movies, understand different aspects. And I just got gift, or we just got gifted from a friend of ours. There's from the Folio Society. There's two really nice books about Indian history, and that starts like all the way back and has like also the mythological parts in it, I think. And so it's like really nice to see, and I'm looking forward to reading more on that to get the insights.
Yeah, well, I also asked the people because normally we do a
Yeah.
Q&A segment, so we're going to go through the responses of
Sure.
people said.
I'm interested. I saw the question. I'm
Yeah.
interested. What was it about?
Yes. And if you do want to get in touch for future episodes, I'll put how you can do that in the video description. So the first one, so basically I asked, how can, in like Indian cinema reach a Western audience pretty much.
Hmm.
Now the first one is learn from Tamil and Malayalam cinema, make good movies. Wow. I mean, there is good cinema, but I don't know. What do you think about that kind of suggestion?
It's tough to say. I mean, I have to say, there's a lot of people out there who like from the regional cinema that they like, oh, this, yeah, show more of this, and this is the best. Obviously, there's local patriotism. It works very well, but from the perspective, I mean, looking at for me, 12 Fail is a very good Hindi movie, like lately that I've seen, but like the award favorites, like for example Khan, look at all we imagine as light, for example. You have a Malayalam movie which is obviously produced in multiple countries that helps obviously for the circuits, but yeah, that was great. But then you have also RR Telugu movie, also great. So all the industries produce a lot of films, but I have to say, when looking at the Malayalam film industry, I think there is a little bit, like at least the way I watch movies, or the kind of movies that I like. There have been more Malayalam movies and more Tamil movies in the last, let's say, 5 years that I really enjoyed. So there is a truth to that for sure. I can see that, but you shouldn't fault the other industries as well. But I mean, even Western movies, there's also only like a handful of good ones in each country where you can say this is a good movie and you definitely need to watch this.
Yeah, I get that. And I think maybe with Malayalam cinema, especially last year, the year they had, I think
Hmm.
they literally delivered the best content like in Indian cinema. So what they did like was exceptional. So the
Yeah,
next
let
one,
me.
yeah, go on.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I can tell you because we make always like a Masala Crowd. We make our personal favorites from the year, and like I made a best of 2024 list, and mine was, I totally gonna butcher the name, Mayazagan,
Yep, yep,
the with Karti,
yep.
the movie. That was my number one. I loved that to death. That was a really good Tamil movie. And then I had next La Pata Ladies,
Yep.
very amazing Hindi movie. So
Song.
then Malayalam movie Avesham,
Yeah.
really great. That had to be up there. Closely followed by Maharaja, another
Yeah.
Tamil movie.
Good film. Yeah.
And then another Malayalam movie on number 10 is Brahmayugam. And it was better for me because people are going to be like asking, like in the comments, I know, don't sound off, people. Manjumel Boys just
Oh,
sadly didn't make it.
oh,
It was on 11th for me. So, but I had to make some cuts.